Hi kindergarten. Today we're going to teach you the correct way to use scissors and glue. So one reminder when you're using scissors is to always make sure they're pointing away from your body. We have our thumb in the top opening and 1 or 2 fingers in the bottom opening, and we open and close all the way. The key is to open those scissors nice and big and then to cut while moving on the line. Today we're going to practice with your cut sort page that you're going to be working on. So here we have our work mat, and here we have the shapes that we need to cut out. When we do these sort pages, we really want you to cut all the way around the outside first. So whatever hand you're cutting with, those scissors are going to point away from your body, and your other hand is holding the paper and doing the turning as we go. So we're going to cut all the way around the outside first. This might take a while if you haven't used scissors very often. So if you need to take a little break and your hand gets tired, no worries. Okay, now it's time to turn, so I use my turning hand to turn the page. And remember, my scissors stay here facing away from my body. Open big, close. And don't close them all the way. You want to close them just enough to cut as long as you can, but without closing them. Take your time. Make sure you stay on the line. I'm going to turn the paper again with my turning hand. And you're going to notice now that we have one page that has all of our shapes, and then we have one page that has our garbage. So if you have one page to throw away, then you did this correct. Okay, now we're going to cut these shapes apart by cutting on these tall, long lines. Open, close, open, close. And we're going to make strips. So there's one. We're going to slide over and find the long line. Okay, now we're going to take these strips and we're going to cut on the dotted lines so that each shape is its own piece. Now I'm going to show you now how to glue. You'll keep cutting these, but I'm going to show you how to glue. So now we have some shapes and we're going to sort them on our sort page. So we have triangles, circles, and squares. So we're going to find all of the triangles and glue them here. We're going to find all of the circles and glue them here. And then we're going to find the squares and glue them here. When we glue, we take our glue stick lid off and we make sure just a little bit of that glue is showing. Okay, we don't want too much because then it could break. We just want a little bit of that glue showing. We turn it over and we really want you to glue the outside of the piece. So get all the way around the outside. That makes it lay nice and flat on your paper. So that's a really good habit to get into. And then you can just kind of fill in the middle. Okay, we flip it over, we find where it goes. This is a triangle, so it's going to go under the triangle. Before pressing it down, I'm going to kind of twist it and put it where it lines up really nice in my square. And then I'm going to press and hold and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to repeat. I'm going to grab my next piece of paper. I'm going to make sure I put glue all the way around the outside first. Please make sure you take your time to do that. That's a good habit. And then we flip it around, and this time I have a square. So I'm going to put it in the column with the squares. Line it up nice and neat. Then when it looks good, press it down, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. We want you to practice just like that. Go ahead and do your cutting first. Remember, if you need a break, that's okay. And then you'll go ahead and do your gluing.